Hello everyone, welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Happy Monday. I am so excited to be on today and share with you this super cute floating strawberry spinner card. I'm still holding on to summer as long as I can with some strawberries and fresh fruit and everything like that. But here we have we'll go ahead and get started just because who knows how long I have. The kids usually go down for a nap around 1, but Brad took them outside for a little fresh air. So we might push that a little bit if we can. Hi, Denise. Welcome. I almost said good morning, but I guess technically it's afternoon. Okay, so here is my card base. I have a regular real red card base. It measures 5.5 by 8.5, and this is actually a 2.5-inch circle punch. So I'm sorry, 2.25 circle punch. And then I also have this piece of real red. This piece of real red is going to go on the inside of my card to like cover up any adhesive for that spinner part. This piece measures 3.75 by 5. I do recommend placing these together and punching them at the same time, just so you have that lined up in the same spot. So punching those together is best. So I have my base here, and you can see that there. And I've done, I have my Whisper White. This actually is going to go on the inside of the card. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm using Granny Apple Green for the greenery, Daffodil Delight for some flowers, and Real Red for my strawberries. And I'm going to just do a little bit of this like background greenery. It's actually got flowers on it too, but they're all going to be green. I always used to stamp my inside of my card like diagonal from the bottom right to the top left. And then I started realizing that I always write in that direction. And so it's kind of in the way. So like if I put something down in this corner, then that's normally where I'm signing my name. So this way, which I went a little too far in, but I still think it'll be fabulous. Maybe just less writing that I'll have to do. So I've kind of learned to start doing bottom left to upper right. I just feel like that works better. What do you guys like to decorate for the inside of your card? Do you like to do nothing? Do you like to just do like the bottom and the top or the side? Do you like to do corners? Do you like to do opposing corners? Let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'm also going to stamp. I have to get a piece of scrap paper. As you can see, I've done a lot of strawberries with this scrap. I'm actually going to stamp the same image on a 1.5-inch circle punch. So just a little greenery on each of those, just so they're not so white. And then one of these strawberries, I went ahead and I already stamped and punched out some strawberries just so that I wasn't here all day. But I'm going to stick one of these strawberries on the front, as well as one of these little yellow flowers. And I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals because that's what I do. I'm also going to make sure to put a dimensional like up on that greenery a little bit to help secure that on, because it's so little and I only added like a little dab of adhesive. So just to ensure that I got all of it, then I'm going to have it like hold together in the back too. So how was everyone's weekend? Did you have a fabulous weekend? Did you do anything interesting? I don't know how I want to position this. There. Well, that probably wasn't the best idea. Maybe I should scoot this in. Let's see if I can lift it back off and scoot it in. Should have taken into consideration the placement of my dimensionals. Oh, am I going to have to punch another one? Oh, goodness. Okay. Maybe. Let's add a little bit more dimensional. Not that I really need more dimensional, but I need more sticky. Okay. There, now it's not hanging off. And then the little flower, I think, because I have a lot of dimensional on there, I'm just going to do flat. But yeah, how was everyone's weekend? It finally was sunny, which was amazing. I felt like I was like, we have to get outside just because it's actually sunny out. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 2 circles and I'm going to put some linen thread through it, making sure that my my strawberry is upright. But I'm going to use tear and tape because I want a nice strong adhesive. So I'm just going to add some tear and tape, like 3 little strips. But yeah, it was finally sunny and I was like, I need to go outside and soak up some vitamin D because it was so rainy last week and gross. I'm so over the rain. Okay. So I have a piece of linen thread and I'm just going to stick this circle on the back, covering up that linen thread. So now you can probably kind of start to see where the spinner part is coming in. And it's going to, of course, go through here. So now I'm going to add, I'm going to do my, my adhesive on this smaller piece because I don't want to have my adhesive go outside of that. So I'm going to add some tear and tape on the top and the bottom. And the sides. And I'm going to put a little dab right here, but I'm actually going to put some on the inside of here and just a small little amount at the top here. And I'm going to do that because once I lay this down, like it's done, it's secure. So I'm actually going to put my spinner onto the card base and then just cover it up with the other one rather than putting my spinner onto the smaller piece and then covering it up. Okay, so we're just going to place the strawberry there in the middle of that hole and press the twine at the top. And I'm actually going to kind of bring the twine down and around so that it's, instead of just having that little bit, I'm going to kind of like loop it around to keep it nice and secure and trim off some of that extra. And then I'm going to spin this and then press it into the bottom there. And again, I'm going to trim off, but I'm also going to like press it around into that adhesive. And then now we just are going to peel off the backs of all of this and cover up our spinner mechanism. kind of thought I would take a little break from doing Christmas cards and, you know, add in a few all occasion cards here and there, which is why I decided to do this one. Plus I have some card projects that I wanted to work on and finish up that I have been, you know, sitting around and stuff. So now I'm just pressing really strong over where that mechanism is. It looks like I have a little bit of linen thread like peeking out the top, so I'm just kind of smushing that down in there. And then this is the inside of our card that I'm just going to go ahead and add on this side. I do have to say, little update. Oh, see, and then there it all spun around. So we can just wind it up again. Actually, I think I need to wind it this direction. And then you would close the card. And then when you open it up, it's gonna spin. How cute is that? Of course, it could always just stay like this too. Okay, but we have to decorate that front a little bit. So I just have a little bit of that Daffodil Delight with some designer paper. This is some of the designer paper that was in the last mini catalog. So it's no longer available, but you can still get the strawberry bundle. And you could always use one of the black and white prints, or, I mean, there's so many, like the Tasteful Textures has some wonderful prints that you could use for this as well. So endless possibilities there. And then we're just going to add a little leaf. And I think I'm going to pop this strawberry up too on some dimensionals. And I'm actually using the outer edge of the dimensional backs sheet. Whoops, that is not my little trash pile. That's my leaf. So I'm actually using the edge because, you know, no dimensional left behind. And then this little dude goes on top. But yeah, a little update on my Christmas cards for October. It is, well, it's the 18th, so I guess we are past the halfway point. But I have like 17 or 18 Christmas cards done for the month so far. And I have more to show you. I'm just waiting for another day to do a live with all of you guys and work on some more of those. So I'm feeling a lot better about getting my Christmas cards done because I feel like I'll easily get my 20 done and probably quite a few more. So I'm super excited about that. Let's just hope I can keep moving forward with getting a whole bunch done. And another thing is Brad was down here and I asked him if he could help me. And so he return address stamped 40 envelopes. And I do need to go to the post office this week. And so I'm kind of hoping they'll have Christmas stamps and I can kind of get started on that too. Oh no, it's too long. I didn't scoot it over far enough. Okay, we are going to fix this. First, I need to see, okay, first I'm going to trim a little on this side. We got this, it'll be okay. And then trimming my little tails down. And we are golden. Look at that. Super, super cute. Little floating strawberry, little actual strawberry down there. How cute is that? And then you can just wind it up before you send it. And then pop it in the, I'm winding it the wrong way each time. Because my linen thread is getting like really loose. But then you can sign it, wind it up, slip it in the card, and then when the person opens it, it will unwind. How cute is that? And you can really do this with any sort of image. You simply just need to punch out that circle on the front of your card base, as well as another piece for the inside to cover up your mechanism. Add whatever you would like there in the middle. As long as it's going to spin, then it doesn't matter what it is. It could be flowers. It could be, you know, a little goat. It could be a penguin. I mean, it could really be anything. And then just take a piece of linen thread or baker's twine, or you could even take real thread or fishing line or something too, to be able to do that, and just secure it on the top and the bottom. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that super cute strawberry spinner card there. And I think I might have time for one more project with you guys. And that is some more strawberry fun. So here we have some of that fabulous red satin ribbon. And I'm going to make a bow, so I'm just going to use the little bunny ear technique. So what I do is I am holding it with my thumb and my pointer finger. So between those two. And then I'm going to take the next finger and slide it around so that I then have it between that second finger and my thumb. And my pointer finger is in those loops. So now I'm going to pull my pointer finger out of the loops, and you can see that I now have 2 loops. And then I'm just going to tie a knot with those 2 loops. So there we have our bow. And then we'll just slide these to get the size and everything that we want. Perfect. Okay, and then this is our little tag. So we're actually going to stamp the greenery on it. Did I toss my scrap paper aside again? I did. So we're just going to stamp some greenery onto this. How many of you guys have the Sweet Strawberry bundle? And how many of you guys have it on your wish list, especially after this little project? Let's get some of these little pieces out of the way. Okay, and then again, this does use some of that designer series paper. Ooh, I don't know which pattern I want, but what I'm making is a little box bag that is super, super cute. I also need my paper trimmer. Whoop! Right in the ink pad. And I am actually going to score on this circle. This is 2 1/4 inches. And I'm going to score, I know like circles don't really have sides. You have it, but you haven't used it yet. Well, I hope that this inspires you. And I'm just going to put it into my, my Stampin' trimmer. And I'm going to score it on every side at a 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch there, and then now this one's gonna go straight across, and a 1/2 inch there. And then like I'm lining up this score line with this line here. And then the edge is at my 1/2 inch over here. And then rotating it around, and my score line is lined up here, and my edge is at the 1/2 inch there. And then now I can just fold on each of those lines and get my bone folder. Sounds like someone has come inside from playing outside. Hi, babe. Do you want to come say hello?
Quickly, and then you gotta come back, okay?
You can come and say hello.
What is it? Is he one of your friends?
Yep. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hold on a few seconds and, oh, look, there you are. See?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi. On the home.
Okay.
Come on.
You're going to go upstairs. Mommy will be up in just a minute, okay?
On the home.
I know. We can stamp together after nap time.
Come on. Come on, baby's waiting for us.
No.
Come on. Come on.
Okay? I'm almost done.
Come
I
on.
want to come in home.
I'm almost done.
No, I want to come in home.
There, come on.
No.
We can stamp together later.
No.
Yes. Okay. So now this is actually going to be the bottom of our base. And I'm actually going to trim out each of those overlaps of the score.
Hey, just run upstairs and you can come and get me, okay?
Okay, bye, babe.
Okay, okay, Eddie. Come and get me.
So I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, but this circle here that I am scoring was 1.5 inches. So it was a 1.5 inch circle. And, oh, Denise, I'll have to tell her that you said hello. She'll be excited. But this was a 1.5 inch circle scored all the way around at a 1/2 inch in. So that's how we got this, whoa, this little piece. So as you can see, it was a circle. And when you score, you end up with these little like triangles that you can pop out. And then that is going to be the bottom of our little bag box thing. It's kind of a bag, it's kind of a box, kind of depends on how you see that. And then now I'm just going to add some tear and tape all the way around on each of those little flaps. Gotta love toddlers and trying to get them to do what you want them to do, which is very difficult. Oh, I'm also going to add a strip along this edge here. Lately, she's always saying, I want to help. I want to stamp. And it's been interesting. I feel kind of guilty because, you know, she wants to, but there's not always something I can have her do. So it's kind of hard sometimes. And now I'm just wrapping this piece around, peeling off, like that's another thing I absolutely love about tear and tape is I can peel off as needed without having the whole thing be super sticky. And so I'm just wrapping this around and sticking it as I go. And then, so we have, that's our bottom. And I have this here along the edge. And I'm just going to bring it around. For some reason, like, it almost looks like a little, like, trash can. I don't know why. Like, I don't want to think that I'm making, like, a cute little trash can or anything. But how cute is that? You could put, like, a few little kisses in there. It's almost like a sour cream container, but with a, hold on. Piece of hair in my mouth. Might have been whenever I hugged her. But it does have the hard bottom, like whereas a sour cream container, you know, is pressed on either ends. This one kind of has that little hard bottom, and it's so cute with the designer paper because then it's like patterned on the inside and the outside. And then that's where I have this little circle that we used from the last one. So I just punched out an additional one. And our strawberry. Making sure that my adhesive is not sticking in the back. And then I actually have two little flowers. So I am going to add both of them. And you might be wondering why I put adhesive on the yellow side. That's because I did a better job on this side than I did on that side. So no one has to know, but thankfully there's two sides to every piece of cardstock. Okay, so then we have our little tag there, and I'm just going to put this at the top. And put a little clip. And then this, you can either attach it to the clip, or you can always clip the bow in there. Like you could attach it to the tag and then just put the clip over the top of it. There's a lot of different ways that you could do it. Like, I think I'm actually going to add the bow to the tag. Like permanently to it and not just clipped to it. So this is going to go diagonal here at the top. And then trim my little tails without trimming my my strawberry. Okay, so now that is like permanently on there. And I can either like smush part of the bow. Oops, I didn't even seal it closed. So I can smush part of the bow and stick it on. Or I could always rotate it around, or I could put this down farther on there and then just seal it with the little clip. Another option is to just take, instead of doing a bow, do a knot and loop it through your clip and just do that simple knot on your clip. But like this would so hold, you know, a handful of kisses, a little, I'm not sure if a Ghirardelli square would fit in here. Because this isn't quite square. But here I will like place it in my hand for size wise. But because the clip is at the top and it's not square at the bottom, I'm not sure that would fit. But like a little fun size candy bar or some chapstick would fit in there. A gift card. Actually, a gift card might not fit because it might be too rectangle. But yeah, like a chapstick or maybe even like a little, depending on the size, a bath bomb, some mints. So yeah, lots of super cute little things. You could also scale this up as well and make it a little bit larger for whatever you might need it for. I also just realized that I have these two little adhesive hearts that I'm going to add to this card. There we go. So there's a little bit of sweet strawberry inspiration that I hope helps keep you excited about summertime. I know I'm super excited to keep summer a little bit longer. Like, I'm kind of enjoying these cooler days, but like I'm definitely not enjoying the 40 degrees that it is in the early morning. Like, no. Not a fan. I need my sunshine and everything. So I'm gonna like still hold on to summer a little bit with my stamping then. So yeah, this used the sweet strawberry stamp set and the coordinating punch. Of course, I did all the punching prior to getting on just because it made it a little bit faster and everything, and time is of the essence over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget there's still time left this month to get the free stamp set of the month, which is Sparkle of the Season from the July to December mini catalog. And yeah, I have a lot more Christmas projects coming up. If there's anything specific that you would like to see me do, then let me know. Whether that's a technique that you want to learn more about, or a certain project, or a stamp set, or something like that, then I would love to help you out as much as I can. And yeah, I always love getting ideas for what you guys would like to see. So stay tuned. Tomorrow Claire goes to school, so I'm hoping to get on, and I'll be doing some more Christmas cards, I think, probably tomorrow. So love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Stay safe and stay healthy, and have a wonderful Monday, and let's rock this week. Bye-bye.